Rob Trice. I'm the founder of the Mixing Bowl and Better Food Ventures.
Mm-hmm.
And both those organizations are really focused on how information technology can be applied to make food and agriculture better.
Mm-hmm.
I was in venture capital on the information technology side, and around 6.5 years ago, my wife started running a cattle ranch, and just west of Silicon Valley, out on the coast. And so through that, I saw the opportunity to improve the amount of information technology being used in food and agriculture. At that time, we had, on the ranch, very little technology being used, and Silicon Valley wasn't really focused on the numerous challenges of food and agriculture that we have. So I started the Mixing Bowl almost as a forum for thought leadership, and Better Food Ventures as our investment arm to really make investments in companies that are applying IT to food and agriculture. If you look at, there's a McKinsey study that looks at agriculture as one of the least digitized sectors, big sectors in our global economy. So that's exactly why we're looking at how we can apply IT to food and agriculture. We do feel that this is what can really, as the name would indicate, Better Food Ventures, we can make food more sustainable, profitable, agile, to meet our numerous demands. We talk a lot about how we're going to feed 9 billion plus people in 2050. Our whole thesis is if we go and use digital technology, inject that agility now, we're going to be able to, number one, solve various issues by connecting, as we like to say, IT from seed to stomach. That will, one, allow us to have that agility to meet challenges. The second thing that it'll do is give us an opportunity to create new markets and new value opportunities in food and agriculture. Today I actually moderated a panel on food waste, and what we had was first a definition of food waste and food loss and where that occurs in the United States. And roughly, we can look at 12% of food waste happens on farm, 8% in post-harvest processing, manufacturing, 40% at retail, 40% at the consumer. And then we had a really thoughtful discussion about what can we do to go decrease that food waste across the line. And by the way, in the developing world, it flips. So that 12, 8, 40, 40 from farm to consumer flips. And so the majority of the food waste happens on farm because we don't have good logistics, we don't have good cold storage. So a lot of the discussion that we had during that panel yesterday was focused on cold chain and dry chain. And so this is the ability to take products that are coming off of the farm and then turn them into product rapidly or secure their shelf life. We see a lot of investment going into food tech and ag tech right now. One of our concerns is whether that information is being applied, those technologies are being applied to the right problems, right? So we've talked a little bit about feeding 9 billion people by 2050. And you hear a lot of these companies talking about a shortage of food. The reality is right now, we have an abundance of food. If you just go talk and look at corn prices, soybean prices, dairy, we have too much food. What we don't have is that agility injected in to our food system so we can get the right food to the right people within the right time frame. And so our focus at Better Food Ventures is, again, using that information technology to create that agility so that we can be more adaptive to demands in the marketplace, societal demands, weather demands, climate change, so forth. We need this as a way so that we can go meet those challenges. We have a concern that some folks are just focused on that future problem. I'm going to be 83 years old in 2050, right? I want to solve problems now, not necessarily in 2050.